troops in the Middle East under attack. ISIS suspected of striking at U.S. and Iraqi forces with a chemical weapon. The terror group allegedly firing a rocket at an American airbase near Mosul, which may have carried traces of a mustard agent. Here now is Lieutenant General Thomas McInerney, Fox News military analyst. General, what can you tell us about this?
Well, David, my initial assessment is it was probably an accident. It wasn't planned to do that. We had maybe this chemical weapon mixed in with normal conventional weapons, and it got fired off because the first test was positive, the second test was negative. And when you fire chemical weapons, CW as we call it, you do it in multiples, many weapons, so you create the cloud effect.
I see. So you need more than one. You need two fixes
Yes.
in order to get the desired result.
Precisely.
Yeah. Well, you know, what are we going to do about it? That's the question.
Well, we're going to do what we normally do, nothing.
Yeah.
But it could be a signal.
Forgive me, General, but I think of that line in the sand that President Obama talked about in Syria. If Assad ever came out with a chemical weapon, he used a chemical weapon again, and they walked all over the line. The line disappeared.
Great minds think in parallel, David. I think of the same thing. Now, it could be a signal that if you do make a major attack on Mosul, be aware that we have chemical weapons, and ISIS, we're going to use them. I don't think that's true. They're going to have a lot more problems, but I do think and believe that they see the end is near, and it's really near if Trump is elected president.
Now, it used to be, General, that the United Nations was a body that looked out for these things, and sometimes they would actually put together coalitions to fight against the use of chemical weapons and so forth. Here's what Bibi Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, said about what has happened to the United Nations recently.
The UN, begun as a moral force, has become a moral farce.
Your reaction to that, General?
Did he say UN or U.S., David?
He said United Nations.
I know, I'm teasing
Yeah.
you, but the fact is they have become a moral farce, as have we, unfortunately. And that's why we have such instability over there, and why this caliphate has existed for 26 months now, when it should have been shut down in weeks once they declared it.
General, our reputation has suffered tremendously over the past few years as we have allowed people to walk over our lines in the sand. How difficult is it going to be to build that up again?
Well, I think it's going to take the proper leadership. And all this, if Trump comes in as president, he's got to tell the military, I want the caliphate destroyed in 30 days. Don't tell them how to do it. Don't put all kinds of rules of engagement on them. Say I want it destroyed in 30 days. And then that act alone, David, will send a signal that will ricochet through this, Russia, through China, through North Korea, that America is back and means business.
Lieutenant General McInerney, who has come out in favor of Donald Trump. Lieutenant General, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.